Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 278, Dallas Buyers Club. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Nothing.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a very nice day out.
Mm-hmm. We should be walking around the block instead of doing this stupid thing.
We should.
Yeah.
But we're not. Nope.
Because we're slaves to the system.
Yeah, we are. The system of the podcast.
Yeah. the man is keeping us down.
Yes, they are. We've never revealed it, but we are actually being forced
By the U.S. government.
to do a podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
For the people.
For the people.
Right.
Yep.
As some sort of,
Sick experiment.
Right, yeah. It's like that shocking, thing they did in the 50s where they would have people, shock people with a button.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least tell them they were shocking them with a button.
Right.
It's like that because there's nobody out there listening, but we're pushing this button that we think is harming everyone. But there's really no one on the other side of the wire.
Really, it's just harming us.
Right, yeah, yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. So welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to Dayton Buyers Club.
Dayton Buyers Club. How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I feel good.
It's good.
Yeah, I did some work today.
Yeah? Yeah?
Like physical labor.
Like a man?
Like a man.
Huh.
Yep. Like a teenaged man. Like the kind of thing a paperboy would do on his day off. He would mow the lawn.
Did you get paid?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, see, I have a couple of lesbian friends, and they asked me to come over and mow their backyard. I wasn't sure if that was a euphemism. And if you're living in this world as a heterosexual man and two ladies offer to have you come over and mow their backyard, and you're not sure what that means,
Yeah.
you gotta do it.
Well, what did you get in return?
What do you mean?
Well, you said offer. There's usually a give and take exchange here. You went and mowed two lesbians' lawns.
Right.
Now, stereotypically, being lesbians, one of them should be the manlier one. Shouldn't they have done it?
No, I think they're both pretty tough ladies, you know?
Well, then why did they have to get the big, strong, straight man?
Cause they've got like 18 babies.
Okay. And also, when I say big, strong, straight man,
You're using air quotes.
yes.
Now they have 4 babies, and, which came as a really big surprise to them because, they were supposed to have 1.
Right.
And,
Yeah, that's kind of a...
it's like 4 times more than you would think.
Uh-huh,
You know,
yeah,
I did the math earlier on paper. I had scratch paper.
That is 3 more than they asked for.
I don't know about that. I didn't do that arithmetic. I did the multiplication. I wasn't doing the addition. But I'll take your word for it. So yeah, it was fun though. I get to, I walked their dogs and mowed their lawn but neither one of those are euphemisms. It turned out those were just chores,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with because they're awesome ladies.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, they're very nice people.
Yeah. You've met them.
I've met them. They
met them.
are very, very fun people.
Oh yeah.
And, but, still, come on.
With the babies, right?
Well, I mean, do both of them have to watch all 4 babies at the same time?
Well, one of them has to work, and the other one watches all the babies.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, then...
And they don't have nannies or anything. Like, I would have thought,
Well, it's because they gotta care for 4 babies.
Right.
That's pretty much where all the money is going at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe if they had 1 baby, they could afford a nanny.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And the babies are awesome.
And they gotta get some chump to mow their lawn for free.
No, I saw one. Wait a minute. Actually, there was another dude there with a nice mustache. that I'd never met before, and he was working on their sink, which is also not a euphemism.
Right, yeah.
It was just...
Was he just a dude or an actual plumber?
I don't know. I mean, like, they were like, hey, John, when he walked down. He's like, hey, try to say, how's the dog? And so, like, I think he was just a dude.
Just a dude.
Just a dude, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He had a mustache, though, so he might have been an actual plumber.
Right.
Because they typically do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a mustache, and I'm not a plumber.
Right.
You don't have a mustache, and you're not a plumber.
It's true.
So.
Yeah.
Stands to reason, he's a plumber.
Yeah. The logic is sound.
Right.
So, was Matthew McConaughey in this movie a plumber?
No, that would have been... Yeah, he was doing some electrical work upstairs.
That's true, yeah. Basically, your electricians, your plumbers, roofers maybe.
Yeah.
They have the mustaches.
Any real men.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. We overcompensate with our facial hair. We have an extra.
Exactly,
And
right. I've got the full goatee, you've got the full beard.
Right.
We are trying to show off.
Right. Yeah. That we can be men too.
Right.
We don't just read comics and watch movies.
Right. To cover up the fact that we can't do shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of, mustaches and, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
We happened to watch a movie that had both of those things.
We did. Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club. Or is it the Dallas Buyers Club?
I think it's the. We can put a the on there.
Whatever. I'll find out later.
Mm-hmm. Do you think if words were people, the would be the happiest or most pissed off word? Because
Overworked.
it's overworked, and if a statement or a phrase starts with the word the, and you're alphabetizing it, you just ignore the word the.
That's true.
So it's overworked and ignored.
Yeah.
So we're going to champion the word the and say it's the Dallas Buyers Club, whether it is or not.
Okay.
Because that word deserves being, called, like
Called
saluted.
Out. Right. Saluted. Yeah.
Called out sounds kind of negative.
No, yeah. So this movie. So Matthew McConaughey is having kind of a renaissance.
Right? What happened? Like, did he sell his soul to the devil? He's always been good.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I think I've said it before that, I've never, like a lot of people hate on Matthew McConaughey, and I think it's because he did do a ton of just shitty romantic comedies and bad movies.
Yeah.
And, like, I've never thought he was terrible.
Yeah.
In any of them.
Right.
Or, like, anything I've ever seen him in. It's just that he made some poor decisions.
Right.
And, I mean, if you're a popular, handsome guy, why wouldn't you go for the easy money?
Exactly, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen a handful of movies with him in it, but like, obviously Dazed and Confused, you're like, he's great.
Right, yeah.
There's no arguing that. And then like I saw Contact and maybe one or two other things, and I always, thought he was alright, but I just ignored all those movies that looked horrible.
Right. You're just, never saw him or anything. Yeah.
But like in the last year or so, he's been like making some fucking amazing stuff and doing it so well.
Oh yeah. I loved him in, Dazed and Confused. Probably the only part of that movie I actually enjoyed.
I like that movie.
That movie's awful. Reign of Fire.
I never saw that.
Him and Christian Bale fighting dragons.
Wow. Okay. I mean, if there's no dragons, I would probably watch it.
And then, I saw him in, Time to Kill. The John Grisham, movie.
I haven't seen that one.
He's really good in that, but it's,
Right. Just John
mediocre.
Grisham.
Right, yeah. But he's good in all of those things. He's kind of great in all of those things.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but then he just started making countless romantic comedies, and somewhere in there, Tiptoes.
Tiptoes?
Oh, you don't know about Tiptoes?
What's that?
That's the movie where he and Gary Oldman play twins, but Gary Oldman's a midget.
Okay. Did you just make that up?
Nope. Actual thing.
Huh. We should watch that sometime.
No.
What? Is it bad?
It's allegedly one of the worst movies ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, because Matthew McConaughey and Gary Oldman play twins, and Gary Oldman plays a midget.
Well, that happened in the movie Twins, and Danny DeVito played a midget, and that was great.
A, Danny DeVito, already a midget. And B, played for comedy.
Oh, Tiptoes is not a comedy.
No.
Oh, weird. That is weird.
No, it is totally played serious.
I was totally picturing a comedy when
No.
you described it.
Okay. Because it's all about how Matthew McConaughey is ashamed of the fact that everyone in his family is a midget except for him. And he's afraid to have a baby with his new wife because it might turn out to be a midget.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep. Tiptoes, look it up, people.
Oh, yeah, I might check that out. But yeah, he's done some cool stuff like True Detective.
True Detective, of course. And Time is a Flat Circle.
I haven't. I guess he's in Wolf of Wall Street, right?
He is.
I have not seen that yet.
He's in it like 5-10 minutes or so.
Oh, really? Okay.
But he's really good in it.
Right.
You can kind of tell that he was maybe doing that straight off of this movie.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe even before this movie, because he is as sickly in that movie as he looks in this.
Oh, really? Okay. He looked kind of transformed in this film.
Oh, yeah. And I think Mud I've heard a lot of good things about. And now this, where he won some awards and stuff.
Yeah, he did great.
Yeah.
I actually watched him win that award, and it was cool because he did his Dazed and Confused quote at the end.
I guess he did that like all the awards.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
that he won for this.
It's kind of his thing.
Yeah. Which, hey, what the hell, why not?
Right. If I was David Prowse, I would get up there and say nothing when I won awards. Same kind of thing. That's what he's known for.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers Club.
People probably know what this is about.
It's about him trying to find a serial killer called the King in Yellow.
What? I don't believe that happened.
As he's getting interviewed by a couple of cops and drinking beer.
There was some cops and some beer in this movie.
Yeah, there was.
You may have been confusing the earlier parts with True Detective. It's set in the early 80s.
Mid-80s, I think.
Yeah.
Like 85, I think, is when the movie starts.
Yeah.
He plays a character by the name of Ron Woodroof, who discovers that he has AIDS, just because of his carefree lifestyle.
Very promiscuous.
Yes.
Well, when you're a rodeo cowboy?
Rodeo cowboy,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm sure, that's kind of manlier than a lot of other...
Cartooning?
Right. Just a little bit. I don't know, we don't work with clowns and barrels. That's pretty gay. No, yeah, even the clowns and barrels are tougher than any cartoonist.
Yep.
But yeah, he's a rodeo cowboy.
Yeah.
So he gets some tail.
He does. And, so he gets the full-blown AIDS.
Yeah.
Almost immediately in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, the doctor gives him about, 30 days to live. And, he just kind of blows it off because, at the time, only homosexuals got AIDS.
Right, that's what everybody thought, right?
Right. And, it must have been some sort of mistake, but he slowly comes to the realization that, he does indeed have AIDS. And, starts, sort of this campaign to, he doesn't, not yet. He initially starts out just trying to get drugs for himself.
Right.
To get better.
Right.
But it turns out that the leading drug that is currently being used for treatment of AIDS, is actually kind of toxic and will kill people.
And the FDA is kind of slow to approve, drugs from other countries that seem to be working.
Right. And, basically he winds up doing a ton of research and, he winds up going down to Mexico and, seeking treatment there. And, they basically extend his life.
Yeah.
And save his life.
Quite a bit.
Cause, like I said, the doctor gives him 30 days and he, makes it well past that.
Oh yeah.
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 due to just a cocktail of treatments of unapproved drugs. And so he basically realizes that they could make a ton of money if they could bring this all this treatment to America.
Right.
And that's pretty much where the bulk of the movie takes place.
Yeah.
It's him.
It's kind of like a fun, like, it's weird, like...
It's like a feel-good version of The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. I'll take your word for that.
Right, yeah.
I had no idea this movie would be nearly as much fun.
Yeah.
I just knew it would be, like, well acted and
Right.
probably emotionally moving.
I was totally expecting to just be really fucking bummed out.
Right. Yeah.
Like just sad and depressed and just bummed.
Right.
And I was not.
Yeah.
Like,
there's some sad parts.
there's some sad parts and some emotional parts, but,
Yeah.
I laughed out loud
Oh, yeah.
a lot more than I ever expected to watching this.
I think they did such a good job of peppering in the comedy, and they put it in just the right places.
Oh yeah.
Like in juxtaposition with either the sad moments or the kind of the exposition moments where they're like feeding you a lot of facts about the drugs and the disease.
Yeah, it's a little, information heavy.
It is, but I mean, like, they'll put the comedy, like, even they'll sandwich it in right in the middle of those conversations.
Right.
And it really doesn't, like, it really helps, it helps to make it not a drag.
And of course, I mean, it also helps that McConaughey really sells the character.
Oh,
I mean, the character is, he starts off, he's definitely a dude like I would never want to hang out.
Right. Yeah. He's a dude I used to live with.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it when Jared Leto is first introduced and looks at McConaughey and calls him,
Sweetheart or something?
Or no, he tells him he's kind of handsome for white trash,
right,
redneck, racist, whatever. Yeah, right. And I was like, oh, that describes like half of Dayton.
Kind of handsome, you mean?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
A lot of good-looking people in Dayton.
I know, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's why I've never won that Mr. Dayton contest.
Because competition is
like
too
I'm
big.
a shining star, but there's Novas out there.
Exactly. You are a big fish in a small pond.
I know. Yeah. I know. But yeah, no, like, there's some of the scenes where McConaughey especially, but maybe even some of the other characters, but, where I like wonder if it was ad-libbed. It's just so like free-flowing and perfect. Right. And I don't know that I've ever seen anyone play a better drunk, like, or like just high, like when he's like sitting on the couch and just drunk at the beginning of the movie. Yeah. Just his movements and the way he speaks and his, like, everything is perfect.
Yeah. I mean, that is, drunk is hard to play, as an actor, because, there's the tendency to just go super over the top.
Right.
But no, it was like, watching it, I was like, oh, that is how people act when they're drunk.
Right. I mean, I could like smell the liquor on him, basically.
Yeah. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
But over the course of the movie, he becomes a much more richer character, and he's always charismatic throughout the entire thing. Yeah. So even when he is just sort of a scuzzy dick.
Right. You're still kind of rooting for him.
Yeah. So he definitely helps pull off the comedic moments by just being so human about everything.
Right.
And even though, cause he's also definitely homophobic and maybe even kind of racist, but
But it's more like, you can tell it's not like something he's like, going to rallies or whatever. It's just like he lives in Texas in the early 80s,
Right,
He grew up in the probably early 70s in Texas, so. He's like homophobic and racist, but it's just kind of like, it feels like it's just bred into him.
Really?
As opposed to being like some sort of malicious thing.
No, yeah.
And he kind of quickly gets over it, spoiler.
He does, but at the same time still sort of doesn't hold on to it, but you can still tell that it's a part of him.
It makes for like funny, like a funny buddy movie where there's a super gay Jared Leto. And a super straight, sort of recovering homophobic,
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. And Jared Leto is incredible in this movie.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
I honestly don't know who I thought was better out of the two. Like, they both are just fucking amazing.
I'm still going with Matthew McConaughey. I've never been a huge Jared Leto fan.
I like Jared Leto.
I mean, he does a really good job in this. It's definitely the best I've seen him in anything.
Yeah.
But you know, like I still, I don't know, I just have maybe just a bias against Jared Leto.
Right, from Requiem for a Dream.
Probably just from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, his shitty fucking band.
Oh, I didn't know he was in a band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Is that what you're going to pick for the theme from the show? He was in a really weird movie called Mr. Nobody, and he was pretty amazing in it, but...
I have a bias against that movie title.
Right.
From olden days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird movie. Yeah. Very weird movie, but that's not what we're talking about.
I mean, I liked him in Fight Club, American Psycho.
He was in Fight Club?
He was.
I'm trying to remember. Who was he?
He was Pretty Boy.
That was Jared Leto?
Yeah.
The blonde?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm sure I didn't know who Jared Leto was the last time I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah, I like him. He's good. So yeah. Pretty good movie.
Incredibly good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moves pretty quickly, for being 2 hours. Like, I never felt bored.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of, information that is pushed out at you, but I never felt overwhelmed by it.
Right.
You know, and there's some, I mean, in its weaknesses, you know, it's that, you know, it's, definitely, but, you know, it does it for drama, but, you know, it, definitely draws a very clear line between good guys and bad guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, where, you know, I'm sure the doctors weren't all, you know, mustache twirling, you know,
right.
maniacs.
Right. Yeah, pretty early on in the movie, other than Electra, you're like, most of these doctors are just... most of these doctors are mean, but I know Electra's going to come in and save the day. Call Daredevil. He can help.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was definitely the weakest part of this movie.
Yeah. She's not awesome.
No. And the character kind of doesn't really add too much to anything going on.
Really? I thought she really represented, like, the life that he was trying to, like, get back to.
I don't know.
I just think a better actress would have served the role, but, you know.
Probably. I mean, definitely a better actress would have been better.
Yeah, right. That's why the word better is in front of the word actress.
Right, yeah.
Right. I need my thesaurus when we do this show. when we do the script in, I should really consult thesaurus.com or something. No, but yeah, cause I mean, the whole movie, he's kinda like, you know, he's like, oh, I got full-blown AIDS, and then like, I don't know how long I gotta live, but he just kinda wants a normal life again. He wants to go on a date, drink a beer, and ride a bull. Right.
But you know, I just felt like I don't know, she just didn't, I don't think she fulfilled that role that you said she does. I mean, she does, her role in it is she represents the good part of medicine.
Right, yeah.
You know, or the medical practice, but, you know, like, ultimately unnecessary.
But I mean, isn't that kinda like, you know, kinda how the actual industry behaved? Like, towards the beginning, she was just kinda serving her bosses.
Right.
And, you know, like, not really asking any questions. But by the end of the movie, she's observing things, you know, with a more, like, you know,
open mind.
Yeah, like a more caring attitude than the, like, financial attitude.
Right.
So she seems to kind of, like, come around a little bit as the medical industry. I don't know if it's like a metaphor for that or not, but, cause I mean, you know, the AIDS treatment was pretty,
shoddy.
You know, shoddy and unclear on what they were doing, and she kind of eventually, helped it get on the right track, at least in her hospital, so. I don't know, yeah, I think that her character was a little weaker than it could have been, but.
I would say I think the biggest disappointment I have is that, you have Steve Zahn in a movie and basically relegate him to, a cameo role that you know.
Which one Steve Zahn?
He was the cop friend.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Nick Offerman's younger brother.
No, it was Steve Zahn. Yeah. He's, I like that guy, and thought his role maybe should have been bigger if you're going to get that guy to play him.
Who is it? I've never heard of him.
You've seen him and stuff, I'm sure. Did you ever see Rescue Dawn?
No.
With Christian Bale? Okay. That Thing You Do?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, he was good in this movie, though. I agree.
Yeah.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
Good actor, I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of ideas for movies that you might have seen him in.
I'll look him up sometime.
You should. Yeah. He's really good.
Zahn with a Z?
Z. Z-A-H-N. Okay. Steve Zahn.
Okay.
Good actor.
Yeah.
A little better than the role that he had in this movie.
Right. Yeah, he was in some of the funnier parts too, like early on in the movie, I think the first like comedic part.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where, Ron is being chased by people who he's kind of basically just scammed for some money, and the cop is obviously tired of bailing him out of trouble, so he won't help him, and Ron punches him in the mouth so he'll arrest him to get to safety. It was pretty good. It was really well done. Spoiler.
Yeah. That's in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Right. Also spoiler, Ron has AIDS.
Yeah. Kind of what the movie's about.
Yeah. It was definitely a lot more fun than the movie's subject matter should have allowed it to be.
Yeah, exactly. Because it ends up being more like an uplifting look at taking charge of your life and making things happen.
Right.
As opposed to just, being a movie about someone who
is dying of AIDS. Yeah. And also, just how shitty the government is and how they want to regulate everything to its last little detail. Right. And if it's not, something that is approved to the last detail, then, it's
not supported.
Right, yeah.
I mean, on one hand, you're like, I see, if you're looking at the big picture, they obviously want to make sure, they test things before they start giving it to everybody.
Right.
But when you're looking at smaller sections of humanity, it seems criminal.
Oh yeah.
But I can see why they would want to be real careful, but.
But at the same time, it's a business.
Yeah.
And,
that
is, I think that is their bottom line goal is that, how much money can we make?
Right. And the pharmaceutical companies have a lot more control than, than the doctors who want to help their patients.
And then there are the doctors, like our mustache twirling villain.
Right.
Who, is a slave to the farm, big farm and, will, pretty much just kowtow to them and then do whatever, because, like, it starts out with, the pharmaceutical company wanting to start testing this drug in their hospital. And, he's wearing like a gold Rolex and, he tells the hospital board that, they will be very well compensated for allowing them to run the tests, to approve the medicine.
They're basically like drug kingpins.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they absolutely are.
Kingpin versus Elektra.
Yeah. That doesn't work out for her.
No.
In this movie either.
Yeah.
Only she didn't get a side of the neck.
No, that's true.
Whatever. Yeah.
Through the chest, yeah.
The chest,
yeah. But yeah, it's really good. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
And again, it looks great too for being a movie that doesn't have like, quote unquote crazy action. There's not like car chases. But it just looks great and like it moves fast and, like the POV things of Ron when he like blacks out and has his, attacks or whatever. Like they're done so well where it's disorienting but not artsy. Like it's just really well done all the way through.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So you had actually seen this before.
I had, yeah.
Still as good the second time around?
Better, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's like little things obviously you notice the second time around, but, I just like got a better grasp of the character and like how he changes, and I definitely enjoyed it more, so.
Awesome.
I would watch it a third time if I was hanging out with somebody that hadn't seen it.
Very good movie. Very, very well done. Recommended.
It should have won awards. I can't believe nobody's ever heard of it. But here we are bringing it to the people again.
Like we do.
These hidden treasures
Yep.
that everyone seemed to pass over.
It felt like it needed a little bit of just whatever kind of push we can give it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, last time we gave up on Twister, because what are we doing? This movie is critically acclaimed and everybody knows all about it.
Right.
Yeah. When you think Tim Robbins, you think Twister, so,
right.
So we were like, fuck it. We're done with that one.
That movie is why you're such a huge Harry Dean Stanton fan.
Yeah. Has he done any other films?
Not really. No.
Yeah. Why would he?
Exactly.
Why spoil it?
And, of course, Chris McGlover.
Oh, yeah.
All the awards that he won.
Right.
Just from this movie.
From his vocal performance.
Right, yeah. The success of Twister is why he is now a world-famous novelist.
Is he? Is he writing novels? Has he done novels?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I know he's done, albums and movies.
Oh,
and, yeah. He's awesome. Such a great guy.
Yeah, I think they're all of the same quality.
Yeah.
All right. You want to take a break?
Sure, yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Matthew McConaughey, great.
Yeah.
Deserves every award he got for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared Leto, yeah, sure, he deserved his award too.
He was alright,
Yeah.
alright.
All right, podcast over.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hey,
How's it going, buddy?
it's going okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm giving this past couple of weeks 30 pancakes.
Isn't that a bad thing, though?
No.
Wasn't that a bad thing?
No. 15 pancakes was bad.
Oh, okay, 30 was good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're referring, of course, to the show Review,
Yes.
starring
Andy Daly.
Andy Daly.
I highly recommend it to everyone to watch. Well, I know this will come out a week late, but, right now, as we're talking, it is available, every episode available for free on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is it not going to be that always?
Well, I mean, it's just on Comedy Central.
Okay.
So it's just,
But by the time
they
people
don't
hear
put
this.
full episodes on YouTube usually. So yeah, by the time people hear this, it will be too late.
Yeah.
But I have, put a link to it on my Facebook page and tried to tell people, because it is a fantastic show.
I've only seen 2 episodes, but they were both fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a guy who is a life reviewer, and viewers will, send in suggestions for stuff for him to review, such as, what's it like to eat 15 pancakes?
Yeah.
Or what's it like to eat 30 pancakes?
Right.
And then something in between.
Yeah. And they're really well done.
Yeah, they are.
What's it like to be a superhero?
Right, what's it like to be Batman?
Which actually, like I love the pancake one, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
I actually like the Batman episode better.
It was pretty great too.
Yeah. They were both so good. I'll have to watch them. I think I might start at the beginning because it seems to build and get
It
weirder.
does. It really does.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think it would, but yeah, like the third episode definitely starts calling back to
Right.
the first episode, and then everything just starts building from there, and it just gets insane.
It's pretty great.
It gets insane. Yeah. I don't really have anything going on. Do you?
I don't. Yeah, nothing too excited. Just drawing, hanging out,
Yeah.
mowing lawns.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
living that life.
I've just been drawing and, hanging out with my new lady friend.
Yeah.
And, that's going well.
That's awesome.
And, got a new chair.
I sit in that chair.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
It's a pretty great chair.
It's
Yeah.
soft and it rocks.
Yeah. And reclines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't tried the reclining feature.
Yeah. I was reclining in it earlier today.
Were you now?
Yeah.
Well,
This is how exciting our lives are.
it's a beautiful day. It's a nice day to sit in a recliner.
Yeah, it is. I would, love to go sit out on my porch, but, somebody stole my chairs.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened?
Uh-huh.
Like, it wasn't like they disappeared.
Well, I mean, they disappeared.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when someone steals stuff.
Well, I mean, the one chair that was out there was garbage, right?
Uh-huh.
Like but the other ones were not.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so-
those were just
yeah.
my chairs that
Yeah.
I sit on my porch sometimes.
That's crazy. Who would
Yeah.
do such a thing?
I don't know.
Couldn't be Magic Gamers around the corner.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta, next time there's a Magic tournament or whatever, I'm gonna take a picture of the parking lot and, show it to my landlord and say, this is the bullshit kind of parking thing that happens
Right.
when you're not here.
Yeah, they just kind of...
Park wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one car took up 3 spaces last night, and
Yep.
that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah, and a giant fucking truck parked in a spot that there is not a space.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't you guys carpool?
Right,
Seriously.
seriously. Or, ride your bikes. Or, like, have your moms drop you off.
They live with their moms.
I know some of them do.
They probably have paper routes.
Right.
We both read Silver Surfer this week.
Yeah, we did.
I was confused. I totally thought Matt Fraction wrote that. And like, even the cover has 0 credits other than Mike Allred's tiny signature on the artwork. Mm-hmm. But like, there's no credits on the cover.
Yeah, there are.
Nope, there's not. There's not. I looked for him.
What?
There's not.
Sure?
I bet you $100 right now. Cause I looked.
I don't have $100.
Cause I read it.
And I know you don't have $100 if I'm right.
Right. But I mean, like, it was good.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason I thought Fraction wrote it.
Nope.
And,
Dan Slott.
Yeah, Mr. Dan Slott.
Writer of, Spider-Man's.
Yeah. Yeah, I've read those. Those are good.
The internet hates him.
Really?
I know that much.
It's because
he keeps fucking with Spider-Man. You know, with, the Superior Spider-Man.
Does he write Superior as well?
Oh yeah, well, Spider-Man.
Well, because I read his Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
he read
an Amazing Spider-Man is coming back.
Yeah.
Because apparently people thought that the Superior Spider-Man thing was permanent. Because
all things in comics
apparently most comic fans have only just started reading comics like a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually saw someone buy the Death of Captain America issue at the Gym City Comic Con just a couple weeks ago for like $30 first printing. And I was like, that's weird, right?
It's a little weird.
Like, that's over with.
Right? Yeah. He's back.
Yeah. That flavor was like last year's flavor.
Yeah. Like 5 years ago's flavor.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. They just announced, the death of Wolverine.
Oh my god, they're getting rid of Wolverine forever?
They're gonna get rid of Wolverine forever.
Well, that makes sense.
They're gonna kill them all.
I'm gonna buy a lot of those.
Yeah, you should.
You think I'll be rich?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Then we can both afford to make $100 bets.
If
we buy those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think all 4 issues of The Death of Wolverine are all going to be like $1 million comics.
Oh, sweet. I'll at least buy one of each. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're bagged, I'll buy multiples so I can open one and...
I don't think they do that.
They don't bag them anymore?
No, but there'll probably be like 17 variants.
Oh, sweet.
So you should get one of those.
Okay.
Like whatever the rarest one is.
Like the black and white one.
Oh yeah. Or the sketch cover.
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, that's too bad they're getting rid of Wolverine.
I know, right?
He was a cool character.
He's so popular, you would think, why would they do that?
Must be some awesome, mysterious story that we should all read.
I guess so.
It'll change our lives forever.
But like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would Marvel do that?
I don't know.
I mean, that is like their biggest character.
It's shocking.
It's very shocking. Yeah. And like, they're just gonna lose a ton of money and readers if they do this kind of thing.
They don't care about that. They want to make a great story that's going to shake things up.
Huh.
That's their prime directive.
I think they're fucking it up. I'm gonna stop buying every Marvel comic that I've been buying.
After you buy that one, because it's going to be worth it.
Well, yeah, I want to see how he dies.
Right. And become a millionaire.
In
the process. Right. Yeah, well, I'm down with that. I'll have to buy it somewhere other than Mavericks, though, because if I show up more than an hour after the book's hit the shelf, it'll be gone. I had to buy my copy of Silver Surfer #1, which I went into Mavericks on the day it came out to buy.
And you had asked for it multiple times.
I didn't request them to save it for me, but I had mentioned my interest in it several times.
Oh.
And I went on the day it came out, and it was gone. So I had to drive to Hippie Town, went to Yellow Springs, bought my copy there.
There's another comic shop really nearby.
I just happened to be there, actually.
Okay.
I was already there. I was eating at a restaurant there.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll just walk over to Superfly. Superfly Comics in Yellow Springs. Pretty awesome. I will tell you now. And, yeah, so it was pretty good, right?
Oh, Silver Surfer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't support Superfly comics. Yes.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was very good. I mean, I'd have to say that the art is what really sold me on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I love the art a lot more than I like the actual story.
Right.
But the story's pretty good too.
Yeah, I liked it. And kudos to, I can't remember if Laura already did the interior colors.
Uh-huh.
Kudos to her for taking the time to do that Empiricon or whatever, that planet.
Right, yeah.
That must have been a fucking,
nightmare.
Month of nothing but color in that.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I was impressed with all the colors. Like, I love the way that the Silver Surfer looks.
Oh, yeah.
Cause there's like a lot of nice textures on him for
right.
just being a shiny dude.
Right.
You know, like it was impressive all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
Artistically.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and the story was good.
Yeah. I got to the Empiricon double spread.
Right.
And I was like, did Jeff Darrow draw this page?
Yeah, I know, right? It was nuts. Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Like it seems like a really fun story.
Right.
And
it kind of reminded me of, I mean, maybe it's the Mike Allred art, but it kind of reminded me of a Peter Milligan-ish kind of fun,
a little bit,
like a Mahdi girl in a superhero story, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was cool.
I got kind of like a Madman vibe too.
Yeah.
You know, which I miss Madman.
Yeah.
I really miss Madman.
Yeah, like his eyes look like Madman's eyes.
Yeah.
So.
But like weird creatures show up and
Right,
and
Zed.
And you know, like everybody has flying cars and stuff, and
Pretty sweet.
It seems like it's going to be fun, and you know, that's pretty much all I want from superhero comics these days is just fun.
I think the second issue is already out. I haven't seen it yet, but
I'll get it in a month.
I'll probably go pick it up. Yeah. I mean, next time I'm in Yellow Springs.
Right, yeah, not at Mavericks. Yeah. See, I pre-ordered it from my mail order service, so I am guaranteed to get a copy. I just have to wait a month to get it. You know? But
pros and cons.
They're never going to shaft me by not having that comic. I will have that comic.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about going to the comic shop the minute that they open.
Well, it worked out fine.
From a shitty comic shop that also forgets to order things.
Actually, you know what? I think he told me that they forgot to order Silver Surfer #1, and then they advanced it, and they got them in on time, but it was one that they just didn't even order initially. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. But it worked out because I used my money to buy a pack of Magic cards, and, you know, got some sweet creatures.
Sweet.
Yeah. But speaking of comics,
comic books,
I had picked something, you know, because it's my turn to pick a comic first to read, and I had chose something that I had never
chosen.
I had chosen, but never chosen. Yeah, and I started reading it, and I honestly don't know if it was just fucking terrible or if I was just not in the right frame of mind to read this book.
I've done a couple of those.
Yeah. So I might pick it again later. I'm not going to mention what it was, but after like a dozen pages, I just gave up and I said, this is not going to happen.
Right.
So that's why I don't have the book here.
Okay.
Because I chose something else that I think we both have copies of.
Okay.
That way I don't have to bring over. But I was thinking we should read Mudman, the Paul Grist book.
Yeah.
I think the trade paperback is the first 5 issues. I looked it up.
Okay.
Cause I just have single issues and I didn't know where to stop because to me, they all kind of look like they just flow.
Yeah.
But, the trade is the first 5. So I was thinking we could read the first 5 issues of Mudman.
That sounds fine. I think there's only 6 issues out.
Yeah. You want to just read them all then?
If you have all 6.
I've got all of them. Yeah.
Cause I don't think 7 has ever come out yet.
Okay. Let's do that.
You know, spoiler, like I haven't read them yet, but, you know, I love Paul Grist.
Oh yeah.
But notoriously slow.
Right.
And, you know, does not get out a lot of, product.
Yeah.
And also, in a almost Liefeldian kind of way, like, kind of just in the middle of doing something, he'll just change his mind and start working on something different.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's scatterbrained maybe.
A little bit, maybe, yeah. But great. And
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to finally getting to read these.
And you have these, right?
I do have these, yes.
Cool. So there we go.
I think I even have them all in one place, surprisingly.
I know I have all mine in one place.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. Just have to find that place.
Yeah. I know exactly where they are.
Nice.
Cause it's right by my bed. I see
Nice.
them. I see them every day.
Oh, that's perfect. Cool. Well, yeah, let's read Mudman.
Mudman.
And if you, listeners want to read along, there is a trade of the first 5 and then just grab number 6 as well.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you'll be caught up when number 7 eventually hits the shelves.
Exactly.
If that ever happens.
Right. And if you like it.
Yeah.
You don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, well, who knows? Nobody knows.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All righty, sir. Well, I guess that's it for us.
Well, it's been fun.
It has been fun.
Oh, we're doing it again, though. Next time.
Next week.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks. Thanks for watching Dallas Fires Club with us.
All right. Goodbye.
If you did. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know that they did.
I don't know what's happening anymore here. I'm trying to stop the show.
Oh, okay. It's over. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information, links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.